equating your entire self-worth to a paycheck, right? It's
Yeah.
heartbreaking, right? Because what happens if you're burnt out and you really want to take a break? And this is the other thing, right, that I'm seeing in like the modern Indian marriage is I do see, because after a point, for example, right, this is going, right, her career is taking off, and again, my world might be a little bit skewed because like I don't know in my but I am seeing these examples. But I'll tell you this, right? It's when you have kids and there are demands, and at some point, one person's career is just skyrocketing, and then the other person's like, no, I want to be the primary caregiver, right? And if that happens to be a male, and I know my friends were in that role, right? Um, I feel like they feel very, I know that they feel very, very alone because guess what? I mean, there are no role models or support systems, no matter what ethnicity you are, but especially if you're Indian, right? Like, how
Yeah.
many, like, hey, let's catch a coffee after drop off, right? How many dads do you think are there anyway in any it's still, and I'm talking about like California, New York, London, right, like where
Yeah.
it's the heart of liberal town,
Liberalism.
right? I'm
Yeah.
not talking about Chennai, right?
Yeah.
So but even then it is the dads who choose to be stay-at-home dads who I know, or the primary caregivers, right? So they
Yeah.
have the more flexible job and they've not gone after promotions in like 5-10 years when the kids are growing up because
Yeah.
her career is taking off or whatever it is, right? Or he genuinely wants to slow down and be there for the kids and not miss them growing up. And again, in good enough marriages, it makes the marriage intimate and stronger. But in a lot of marriage, it doesn't make up for um, good enough support system for the primary caregiver, no matter who it is. That's my point, right?
Yeah.
So just as women who slow down or go part-time or go freelance or become entrepreneurs or stay-at-home moms
Mm.
after the kids come feel a profound sense of loneliness, not good enoughness, not enough people who can really see them and bond with them. And it's a lonely place to be, right? Caregiving roles, because there is
Yeah.
no promotion. They're not promotable roles in that sense, right?
Yeah.
And the ROI comes much later, right? And so these roles, because we're living in this capitalistic rat race, nurturing and caregiving roles, although they are the most important roles, are consistently devalued and undervalued, no matter who
Mm.
performs the role.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is, even if in your marriage there is equality, and the one of you has decided to step down or stay at home or slow down and doing a non-promotable role, let's say, the person who does that needs support and care as they're doing that role, because that role is bloody hard, right?
Yeah.
And then if you're a male doing that role and you're an Indian male doing that role, and you're an
Yeah.
male immigrant doing that role,
Yeah.
who do you have to lean on? Where are your buddies? Like very few. You'll get, some of my friends have like that one or two people, like, that
Yeah.
really like get it and
Yeah.
support them. But a lot of them really struggle with mental health issues because it's a lonely place to be.
Yeah.